what's new from the new in the last months that have passed are two. How about that? I got bars too. It's not just chai, right? How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. This is Overinspected Season 3 on the CubersLive channel with your three greatest hosts, the greatest podcasters of all time. It's your boy Manu, along with Mr. Michael Chai and Mr. Kerry Huang. How's it going, boys? Overinspected.
It's going good.
Season 3. Am I right?
You are right.
Yeah.
Season 3. This is so
we're
many
on to episode
episodes
41.
41
Also-
episodes?
Yeah, 41
God.
episodes. If you're, as this is coming out, this is the 41st episode that we put out of this silly little podcast. We mention this all the time, but the silly little podcast idea that we thought was not going to get past 10 episodes, is on episode 41. We renewed it, season 3. You know, Netflix signed us up. They paid us the big bucks, and they're like, look, like, we already paid you the money. You got to go do it. So we're like, okay, fine. So we're in the booth, recording.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, it's good to be back with Overinspected. It's been a long break. We're recording this in like September. I think season 1 finished in like June. So it's been a while, but there's been a lot of stuff that we've been up to in the summer. So we took a break for a good reason because we were pretty busy. But I mean, some of that busyness is gone now, so we're ready to get back and deliver the spicy cubing content bigger and better than ever before.
Yes. And even though it was a break, I want to point out it's shorter than the break between seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true.
Yes.
all you impatient, over-inspected watchers, calm down, okay?
He said
I don't
it.
like that. That's my.
He said it.
I don't like that. That's my first like sentence in season 3. Like that's not a good first impression.
Yeah, you're like giving
It's okay, I
orders
like
to
you
the
all.
giving orders to the listeners. You guys, you gotta calm down. Simmer the heat waves a little bit. You know.
I mean,
you're all
speaking
too
of
loud.
like updates, and I mean, yeah, it's been a couple months since we last was really focused on Overinspected, I think, as a team. But obviously, Kerry, you're in a different spot now. I mean, we've definitely talked about this on the podcast, but did you sort of want to highlight like how smooth or your transition to your new location has been?
Yeah. Well, I guess I could go first when it comes to life updates. And the update is I moved from NorCal to SoCal. So I'm here in LA. I got an office. Actually, I think I can show the camera everything. Well, this is kind of unfortunate timing because I got the office for just like 3 months for my animation crew. Like there's, like 5 to 10 people, but we just like took down all of the like decorations, so it kind of looks barren and like rough right now.
Yeah.
But you can see like.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's a legitimate office. Like they're like sticky notes and whiteboards and everything. So.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say like, oh, maybe I shouldn't show that schedule because it's got some like top secret info.
Oh, dude, I can't.
But all that.
I can't see it
Yeah.
either.
I think
If
it's
you
like
were
far
to
enough that you
zoom
can't
in,
see.
if you
I'm
zoomed
trying
in,
to
there would
zoom-
be
Oh.
no granularity.
You know, it's like
trying to
those
move it
like
closer.
CIA movies. Enhance.
Like enhance. Was it enhance? Because they're always like British.
Yeah.
You zoom it in so far, so close. Actually, sorry, you zoom it in so close that it does that
Yeah.
little graphic where, boom, you enter like space.
Oh yeah, you enter the quantum realm or whatever.
Yeah.
All like atoms and like nuclei and the quarks and all that.
And then the quarks are gonna be the sun, and then and then it comes
Oh,
back
like
to
it
the
loops.
Earth.
Oh,
Yeah, it loops.
it's
Like-
loops. Oh,
like
that's clever.
every atom
Yeah.
is secretly a
See,
universe. or
that's a
something.
new idea for Scale the Universe Part 2, except it's completely fake. You know, like you zoom into something and then like it keeps zooming forever.
It all started
Right.
from Carrie's whiteboard.
So, don't do that because I don't want you to read what's on my whiteboard. But I think that like if this episode doesn't come out till there's stuff on there until October 1st.
Oh,
so that's
it'll
kind
come
of
out
like
after. Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're good. Then we're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've just been adjusting to Los Angeles life. I think there's just a lot of like YouTuber events and like a lot of people and friends nearby. So yeah, I made the move and I've been here for about I guess 3 months now. It feels like the months are going by pretty quick, but a lot is happening, so I think it's worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. But like, I go to NorCal like every month, so it's not
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say because I just saw you in Reno like 2 weeks ago. So.
Oh yeah, we both went to Reno.
Yeah,
Of which CubersLive did a live stream with.
Yes,
Both of you guys.
yes,
were on
we
there.
did. Yes. That was an impromptu live
Beautiful
stream.
work.
That was one that was not planned. So we planned the live streams usually like at least a while in advance, like at least like a month or two in advance. But that one, Jeremy Bennick asked me like the week before. He's like, I want to stream Magic. I was like, well, look, dude, if we're gonna bring all the stream stuff, we might as well just do the whole thing, right? And yeah, we streamed that. So that was pretty fun. It was pretty chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you like bringing me on that stream, Manu, because like
Yeah, did you enjoy?
it was a lot of fun.
Did you enjoy commentating?
No, it was really fun commentating because I don't know if you saw or like you were there when it happened, but I put people in timeout in the chat when they didn't deserve it, just for like laughs and giggles. And well, I only did it if it was people I knew, you know, like if it was just a random like internet viewer, I wouldn't do that. But like I was like, Isaac, you're going in timeout for no reason.
Oh,
and then he wouldn't be able to talk for like 5 minutes.
Okay, interesting.
Oh god.
Carrie out here putting down the iron hammer of the dictator. He's just like, yeah, you banned. You banned.
Well,
you can stay.
Oh,
but you
God.
banned. Just left
right,
and
right, but like they didn't even do anything wrong, so
Oh my goodness,
I don't know. They
unjust,
probably feel
the unjust dictator. I see.
Abuse of power.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'll do it again if I'm on the stream again. You know, watch out, viewers.
He'll do it again. Oh, all right. Well, interesting. Well, I guess that's for you all to find out if Carrie is ever invited back onto the CubersLive stream. Sounds like a radioactive material to me. But you know.
Oh no, maybe I'll never come back on again.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
my background has also changed too, but I did not move.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last time we did a podcast, what it looked like.
So
but
the
I'm
table was
pretty
turned around, I think. So you were
Yeah,
on the
I
other
was-
side. Same
exactly.
room.
I was in the same room, but I turned around. The reason is because I didn't want it to look like my back was against a wall, rather than I had a lot of like depth perception and a lot of things in the background that would make more sense. So if I were to decorate something in the future, it'd actually be noticeable.
Right.
If
Yeah.
I put something,
like it.
and I already think it looks way better. And
I think it's because there's just more going on that makes it like look more
Yeah.
interesting.
like I thought about it for a minute,
That's
man.
true.
What if I just started, my own Stephen A. Smith show? I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys have seen that, but I've gotten a lot of inspiration for the Overinspected podcast. I think I've mentioned this before, based off of sports podcasts and sports shows.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like they've had several decades more time to experiment and like gain experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And speed cubing is a sport to some extent, right? So like us talking about speed cubing stuff is not that different from like a sports podcast to start off with.
Yeah. I'm also thinking
That's true.
like I'm trying to trace back to, when basically we last had a conversation on Overinspected, but I'm pretty sure right around that time, one, Western Championships had just completed or was
Yeah, that
just
sounds
happening.
about right. Yeah.
But two, I don't know if we ever talked about this, but I was elected to the board of directors. So I started doing that work for the World Cube Association.
Oh, so like we can fully, talk about this. There's nothing that needs to be kept secret, right?
No, I mean, I think there's obviously there's sensitive information.
But yeah,
But
which
it's
we
not
won't get
The
Right.
the position is not sensitive.
there. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
that's true.
it's
So
on the
I can just tell
WCA
you-
site. Yeah. If you go to
Oh,
like
what do you-
organizations or whatever, it's there. His face is there.
Imagine.
Michael Chow.
So- Someone
That's right.
asks you,
Everyone can know.
what do you do for the World Cube Association? Wait for it. Zoom in. Something.
Something. That's all we get.
Something. That's all
Well,
you can
if
say.
I ever see you in person, I'll just be like, "What's up, board member Chai?" Like that's your title now. It's
Yeah.
not Michael Chai. It's like
It's Mr.
Board
Now
member
it's
Chai.
Mr. Chai. Yeah, I
Um,
have a meeting with Mr. Chai scheduled today.
oh my
Yeah,
god, so
I-
intimidating now.
As of this recording, I was kind of hoping that we were going to record it at a different time because it lines up very, very well with some interviews that I should definitely be partaking in.
Oh, interesting.
And if you guys knew that our original time to do this was 12 a.m., this podcast.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
that goes to show how messed up my sleep schedule has been for that.
Oh, like
But-
12 a.m. midnight.
Yeah, so I have so it's great though. I actually don't think that I think I could definitely pull more weight too, which is like, I think it's just something where I need to hold myself accountable to like, do better work and stuff like that. But
Fair
it's really nice to see this side of the World Cube Association. I think it's great experience for me, if anything. But yeah, it's been quite the journey. Other than that, still working, still on my health journey, making sure I'm fit, healthy, feel good, about my body and everything. Cause
Yeah.
am I the oldest one here? Oh, I am.
I think
by like
yes,
by a
by
few
like
days.
a
4
couple
days.
yeah.
By a few days.
It's like a tiny amount.
But Carrie, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely am starting to feel like I'm not young, like my body. So I
Oh,
don't know.
really?
Do you ever feel that way?
Well, I think I sometimes feel like my back is sore, but I just attribute that to just sitting too much and also like scoliosis in general. Like I have like mild scoliosis. But I feel like, if you can have like bouts of unhealthiness and then followed by bouts of healthiness where things go back to normal. But it sounds like you're exercising a lot. Like, do you still do basketball?
That's like pretty much my only exercise. So like just to get like cardio, really.
Right, yeah.
I do some like stretching to like protect parts of my body.
Yeah, dude. Stretching is so
Yeah,
good.
stretching.
But really, the biggest thing is being very disciplined with the food that I eat.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it is so
No,
hard.
no more
Like,
no more double California burritos.
Dude, actually, no. Like,
Yeah, I
ever
was gonna
since-
say I haven't heard
I
about
have-
these.
I have not had one in a very long time.
Yeah, so
it has saved me a lot
so
of
for a
money.
little bit of context, when Chai and I used to live together, we would have these bouts of where like we'd be like, yeah, like I'm gonna go super into like making all my food this week, right? And then next week, like I walk in and I see 2 California burritos there. I'm like, I used to come to get dude. He's like, yeah, dude, what can I say?
The evidence was there. He couldn't hide from it.
It's definitely indulging, and it's never wrong to do it once in a while.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what the whole cheat meal thing is about. Like, once a week, yeah, go ham, right? Your body needs sustenance.
Yeah,
The
totally.
hardest part is going back. But what's been helping and motivating is not even so much my body feeling good, which it does, but it makes my bank account feel a lot better. So.
Oh, to not like indulge in those burritos.
I'm so like here's
The
my
delivery
methodology.
fee,
So
man.
I ordered from a place all the time called Guerrero's Taqueria. If you're in the Bay Area, try it out. Guerrero's Taqueria. If you're in the area, there's 3 of them. I would get 2 California burritos and 1 California nacho. The reason every time I did the order is I would save on a delivery fee by ordering my next 2 meals ahead. And what I would do
Well, yeah.
is I want 1 burrito for now, and I'm gonna get a nacho for later and a burrito for later. But if I was really hungry, I'd eat the nachos at the same time because they're less microwavable, and
Oh, okay.
they're less
Well-
microwavable and decadent than a California burrito.
I mean, I think it's just in general like smart to like kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, I
like-
saved on delivery fees, like rather than just getting 1 burrito.
And you're helping the environment because you take 2 cars off the
that's
road,
true.
like 2
That's
fewer
true.
car trips.
Yes, I'm contributing to the world to be a better place.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the
Yeah.
world a better place. Starbucks ranked 14th best company in 2023.
Oh, really? Well,
I
who are the 13 companies that beat it?
Uh-oh.
I'll take them down.
Apple,
I'll destroy 'em.
Microsoft.
Oh.
Right, really?
I think so.
I don't-
Probably.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I actually don't know what this leaderboard is, so like I can't claim to be shocked.
It's time for me to start my own company where I'm the only employee, and then I'll rate it the highest. Like, oh, this is the greatest company ever because I do nothing, and then I will easily soar to the top of this list. I'll have a 100% satisfaction.
But you need to like have that list have like reputability. Like you want people to like take it seriously, and that only happens if you I don't know mention it on Overinspected.
Oh,
That's
there-
how you get reputability.
That's a good
But-
point. Yeah.
Well. Anyways,
Yeah.
what I was mentioning with the burritos and all that was, I've indulged a few times, not in burritos, because I've gone pretty strict with the no bread policy. That's the only thing on my diet.
Okay.
No bread and try to make everything, right? I like sugar, stuff like that, snacking. Yeah, just, I don't eat fried food anyways, so no fried food. No, like, chips of that nature, sodas. Obviously, I don't do that anyways. It's just a matter of taking out bread. So I indulged in, like, some, like, takeout because I was really tired. And I was like, damn, I actually have to do more work, like, immediately.
Right.
So I actually... And my knee hurt, so I was like, I really shouldn't be standing and cooking. So I ordered a place that had loaded potatoes primarily and loaded fries. And I gotta say...
That sounds fire.
Well, here's what happened. I ordered 3 things, just like my burrito thing, right? So I can have my next meal. I was so hungry that I ate all 3. 2 loaded baked potatoes and loaded
Oh my god.
Wow.
And it
your
was-
stomach could handle all that?
Yes, and it was a lot of discipline to not do that again because it tasted amazing.
Oh my god. So
That
like it
was-
actually like rewarded you.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That was 2 weeks ago. Oh my god, dude, my life was sick. Oh, that was so
Well,
annoying.
But dude, sometimes
I guess-
when you're down, like you need stuff like that to like remind you that everything is okay. Like I've definitely done that before.
Well,
I think it's fine from time to time.
what's interesting about loaded potatoes, and especially I'm noticing with no bread, because bread has so bread and rice apparently just have an enormous amount of calories.
The carbs, yeah.
Yeah, so when I would eat, sorry, this podcast has turned into a health lesson, or like health
That's
lesson
okay.
as,
We want our viewers to be healthy.
as it pertains to Michael Chai, right? Because everyone's body is different. I was doing a quick search. A medium-sized russet potato, like a baked potato with like some basic sour cream, is like 450 calories. I'm not a big calorie counter, but like when you think about how many calories I intook 2 really loaded baked potatoes with like, bacon bits, cheese, sour cream. Another one, it was a Philly cheesesteak loaded potato with like, cheese sauce and steak. And then some basic loaded fries with cheese sauce, bacon bits, like a little bit of veggies, stuff like that. So the reason why I was so hungry is because I had one snack in the morning. I think it was like a banana or it was some granola yogurt that I made. I've been making like my breakfast. I've been trying to focus on like foods that will keep me filled. So like granola, banana, strawberry jam, and yogurt combinations.
Pretty good.
So I barely eaten anything. I probably like consumed like 300 calories plus some coffee and some eggs, right? I probably consumed like 2,500 calories at most by the end of that day, based off the premise that one whole russet potato is 400, 500 calories, which is very bizarre to think. Because like
Right.
that might have also explained why I was so hungry and why I was able to finish all of that, albeit I was stuffed. But it's very reassuring to know that there's a lot I could get away with. I just need to stay disciplined.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like you're saying,
that's been
like-
my 2-month update. Baked potatoes and burritos, boys.
Yeah. Fair enough. Hey, it's a
Wait,
scrumptious
is it-
update, right?
and it's like triple B's, baked potatoes, burritos, and board member. So
Oh yeah.
it's been the summer of B's for you.
Hey.
And basketball.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
I represent a big baller brand.
Wait, and blue. We're all wearing blue.
Okay, no. So it turns out Chai's actually wearing purple. It just looks. Blue.
I am wearing
It looks
purple.
blue in the camera.
Oh,
But it's just-
you ruined the B streak.
Yeah, I mean,
It's okay.
he made an attempt. That doesn't.
No,
That
it
doesn't
still
prove
looks blue.
anything. Like they both can
It's-
be blue, right?
It looks like 2 different shades of blue. Like
Yeah,
it looks like you're wearing like a indigo blue, and that's like a sea green blue or like a teal.
Yeah. I think that's pretty accurate. That sounds right to me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Chai, that's a pretty good 2-month update. What about you, Manu? What's been new in 2 months for you?
So what's new from Manu in the last months that have passed are 2? How about that? I got
Ooh.
bars too. It's not just Chai, right? Okay. Anyway, sorry. That was horrendous. I've had a pretty decent
That was good.
last 2 months. I think last we discussed was it was right before Nats. So I went to Nats, which was really fun. I had to leave Nats early because I went to see Taylor Swift when she was here in the Bay Area at the last weekend of July. That was really fun. August was pretty fun for me as well. The end of August was terrible because there was 1 week where there was like not 1 week. It was like more like 2.5 week stretch where I ended up working like 160 hours for work, which was not fun.
Oh my god. In 1 week? Wait.
It was like
I was
it was like
I was
2.5
also
weeks.
very confused because that was the
Okay.
same week that I was going crazy too. I was barely checking up on you, but every time I checked up on you, you were working.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
the
yeah,
only time I had to check up on you was when I had just got off work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, dude, we were talking about this.
Well,
Yeah, it was
So
it was
like
brutal,
it was
man.
wild to hear what you were doing too.
It was brutal. Like I would wake up, I would start work, and then I would work all day until midnight ish, and then I would go to sleep, and then I'd wake up the next morning and do it all over again. It was pretty bad. But we had a project that was like wrapping up, pretty big project. So that's all over now. And then for me, September was actually the month of cubing. I think starting with Berkeley Summer, I went to a competition every weekend until this weekend. This weekend was my first weekend without a competition since Berkeley Summer, which was about a month ago. And so in that span, I've had 6 competitions in,
Oh, wow.
in like four weekends, which has been pretty good. And then next weekend there's another competition. The weekend after that we have another competition, and then after that I won't have a comp until November. But yeah, so that's been pretty good. I've enjoyed doing a lot more cubing recently. So.
Oh, I mean, you
And-
mentioned September's the month of cubing, but you didn't mention that you just got
Yeah,
a
so-
new position.
So that too.
Yeah.
So I'll get to that one. But I guess there's 2 things there. So one, the month of cubing was extremely successful. I had one goal in this month of cubing.
Oh yeah.
It was to finally get the 5-line success. I've been memeing about it on the podcast for I think possibly since season 1. But I'm proud to announce that I finally got my 5-line success at Reno 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bravo,
Thank you.
bravo.
And
And
I'd like to thank the Academy.
I saw it happen. Well, I was at the competition,
Yeah.
but like, I've seen many DNFs that you've had, so I know you must be real satisfied to finally clinch a victory.
Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. It was a 45-minute success, so it was not particularly fast. But yeah, so I got that. So with that, I finally became silver member according to the Mahler's membership system, which is really cool because silver was one of my goals since I started cubing. So that was pretty cool. And then very recently, as of I think 2 or 3 days ago, I was promoted to trainee delegate. So that's pretty exciting
Yes.
as well.
Oh,
Yeah, so looking.
actually, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
that's
both of you have
pretty
moved
new.
up in the WCA.
Yes. So that's pretty new for me. So I'm pretty excited. Looking forward to working with. Well, I mean I've already worked with a lot of the NorCal people, but I think it'll be cool to kind of like work with other cubers across the regions as well. So yeah, pretty. So all in all pretty
congratulations.
good except for the 2 weeks at the end of August. That was horrible. Never want to go back to never doing that again. But other than that, it was a relatively pretty good 2 months.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that. Are you allowed to say what the project was
Uh,
that your company was working on?
Probably not. I think.
Okay, well, let's not risk it.
We'll
Let's
keep
not
that
risk it.
confidential.
You can
I
do hand symbols to tell me. Okay, no, don't.
I'm trying to think of like. Yeah, maybe it's just not worth it to say anything.
Yeah. Not worth it.
Basically, Manu was working on transforming penguins into donkeys.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, did I say too much?
Oh.
Penguins into donkeys?
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Oh, is that?
I didn't think the science was
Oh,
there.
dude, the police. I'm getting a call. It seems like the police will be at your door
Man.
in 15 seconds. The SWAT team has been called.
Oh, dude, you know what? It'll be a very funny day. Not actually, it would be very scary to get swatted.
It would
So
be
if you're
really,
watching this,
really scary
Oh.
to get swatted.
please don't
Because
swat
you have like
me.
people's weapons pointed at you, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude. I would be freaked out. Dude. Yeah, it'd be terrible. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's been that. So that's the stuff that we've been up to for the last 2 months. So if you're wondering why we didn't upload Overinspected, well, season 2 had ended, and we had a little bit of time where we actually were pretty busy with a lot of stuff. If you didn't notice, if you're coming back to the channel now, when Overinspected is coming back live, we actually have a new series as well, Speedcubing Top 10, which we started with when we at the end of Western Champs, and then we did one for Canadian Champs as well, Nats, and then the World's video is also up by now too. So
yeah, the Nats video did pretty well, like the top 10.
Yeah, it did.
It has like 5,000 views.
Yeah, it did surprisingly well actually.
I think for the past 2 months, aside from all the stuff that we're mentioning, kind of like what Manu I said Namu mentioned. Manu mentioned.
There we go.
Just our, I don't know if development is the right word, but really like finding CubersLive's identity in the YouTube space.
Yeah.
We tried to hone in on like what we really wanted. I think it was a really good time because Overinspected was on a break, so we had a lot of time to think about it. But obviously, I think CubersLive in general, here's what I really like. Having some sort of long-form content that's sort of catered towards someone that needs some content to listen to in the background, needs some conversational content, serious, goofy content.
You're listening to it right now. Yeah.
The young adult, the adult content space, right? So like that's something that like I think that we're interested in occupying that, and we've always had that. That's why we've been doing this for 2 seasons already. But beyond that, like we kind of did live streams here and there, but as you might have seen, we took live streams a lot more seriously. Not because we never wanted to not take it seriously, but I think we feel like motivated to make live streams as awesome as it can be.
Yeah.
I thought the most interesting thing about the Reno competition, the stream, was that for once, I was not at a CubersLive stream, and I could see, I could get a glimpse into what that community is like.
Yeah.
And for me, I could just still have it on in the background, or I could still actively watch it, and at high quality. Obviously, we revamped all of our equipment.
Yeah.
We're revamping our live stream schedule. So if you're not aware, CubersLive is attempting to do at least 1 live stream a month, with the exception of December, because December is a holiday season.
Yeah, December is a
lot
little
of
bit
people.
up in the air, but
I think 1, not a lot of comps happen, but 2, like we deserve time off. So
can you blame us? We want a holiday too, right?
And then, I think we're just more so interested at pushing Manu's sanity and becoming CubersLive full-time editor by doing Speedcubing Top 10.
Hey, it's fun. It's fun. And I think it's really cool, actually, because I think before Speedcubing Top 10, it was a lot... Because as someone who, like, was not cubing that much, it was a little hard to know, like, what, like, the best results are, Like, you would hear things, like, on CF or something...
That's
like
true.
There'd be a lot of hearsay, right? Whereas, like, I feel like Speedcubing Top 10 is like much more direct. It says like, hey, like if you have no idea what's going on, here's a platform for you to just be in the know. Like, here's some really cool results. I thought Worlds. This is a bit of a tangent. I thought this Worlds was possibly one of the best Worlds in terms of like results and stuff. And if you didn't watch the stream, or you aren't like tuned into some of these like more specific communities. It may be hard for you to like know like what's going on, like why does everyone keep talking about Worlds? Well, there you go. I mean, that video is up there now, so you can go take a look at that and kind of like be a little bit more in the know.
So
right, yeah.
Do you guys remember who we picked to win World Championship?
Oh jeez.
Oh, I don't remember.
Who picked Maximus Parkus? Was that you, Manu?
I don't know.
I think Manu picked.
I don't remember.
Well,
because look, I know I picked Matty Hiroto.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you did. Well, I don't blame you. I feel like you had to pick Matty. You gotta show support for your boy.
Hey,
but I feel like
Matt did pretty good at Worlds. I mean,
he
making
did
Worlds finals
really well.
Making Worlds finals is insane, right? Like,
yeah,
I know. Yeah,
shout
and
out to
like
Matty.
I think he got some good singles too, right? I can't remember.
did he get a 4 in finals?
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know.
Who picked
finals?
So I if I recall, it was. I feel like someone picked Yihang and someone picked Max. I think Manu, you picked Max.
We should have written it down in the chat so that we could just control F.
Yeah, true,
We should have,
true.
we should have just figured it out before.
It's
But,
fine. It's fine.
I
The
mean,
viewers can do that for us.
2-month update or 1-month update, I guess, for this is I guess Max Park world champion.
And in an amazing fashion, in absolutely like, I think the last 5 solvers of worlds were so like, it was thrilling.
So
to
close.
Watch. Yeah, it was so close.
Guys, it was truly a spectator event. Like,
Yeah, actually,
those
though.
finals, I was screaming.
Dude,
Like, I lost my voice.
it's because Chai was literally messaging me on Messenger, like
Yes.
as it was happening, and we're going back and forth. We're like, oh my god, like Max got this. Oh, Timon, Yi Hank.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was
Well,
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was so cool. It must have been insane being there in person too.
It was insane. It was borderline insanity because there
yeah,
was
you were there in
literally
person.
a crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
Dude, Max, when he won, he ran into the crowd.
yeah, well, I think
Dude.
also like I feel like it's been the first time in a while that there's been like so many people like nearby in skill level. Like, I don't know, maybe like 2015 you would just expect Felix to blow out and like beat everyone by like a full second or something, and now like a lot of people are really, really close. I think like I remember I was watching it like at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
in an Airbnb or something, and like everyone else had gone to bed, but like, you know, I was just like, I had it on like the lowest volume on my phone and I was watching it, and you know, I think at this point, like in terms of like global average, like, you know, we were all expecting Yi Heng to win, but like there's always upsets, but like everyone did really well, even if, you know, like, you know, if they're on the podium, they did good.
Yeah.
I think when I think about it from the perspective of, okay, if I were in Max Park's shoes, or if I was in, you know, Mickey or Schwann's shoes, and that happened, I genuinely think it'd be a moment where I would definitely have like tears of joy. It'd be one of those like defining moments of my life.
It's just
But
so epic, man. So epic.
There's a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a philosophical component of the 5.31 winning average, but obviously in a lot of ways it's a comeback story. But you know, there was this little like subplot that I think a lot of people were concerned about with I know Yi Heng's mom. They were concerned about providing an extra because of crowd noise at the end of the last solve. And you know, whatever the case, the ruling was made, right? And it wasn't the first time that ruling was, you know, made because of noise, right? It's like just part of the nature of reality. But the ruling was called, you know, not everyone's gonna like it. Obviously, they don't like it, right? But they were clearly the favorites. I think everyone thought that Yi Heng was just a monster, right? Like in terms of his average.
And to be fair, he is a monster, and up until Solve 5, he was like far and away. Like,
That's true.
He was going to win Worlds.
But what was interesting is just to see, you know, the failure. And I vividly remember in Max in 2019 Worlds losing and having a really hard average after it had just becoming the world champion in 2017,
Right.
only to really, really struggle in 2019. It made me think about that moment, and then it brought me back to Felix 2011, and just all of these guys, you know, it's part of the journey, it's part of the story.
Yeah.
Right? You learn how to lose so that you know how to win.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
and I think since then, I think Yi Heng has I don't think he's let it like slow him down at all. There was the one competition in a McDonald's, right? Where I think he got
a PR.
Yeah, he got a PR.
Dude, you know who was the delegate for that comp?
Wilson.
God.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm realizing I can go back and read
it
that
was
delegate
Wilson?
report now. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Yi Heng is still like going super strong, and this is also big news. Comps are back in China. I think Chengdu is gonna have a comp. I think, is it next month?
Yeah, something like
Oh
that.
yeah. Well, I have like seen like more and more Chinese cubers like suddenly pop onto the map maybe because of all these Chinese competitions coming back.
Oh,
There's like a 6-year-old girl like Qi Xian Cao or something with a sub 6
watch.
average.
and yeah, and she's
But, I
6,
mean-
and then she was doing ZBLL for like every solve or something.
Yeah, I don't even know if she's like my earliest memories are from around like 5 or no more, maybe like 4. I don't know, but like imagine like having sub 6 averages and like being like 10 years from now, it being like a very fuzzy memory from early childhood. That's so weird.
See, this is the thing with the the Yihang like loss is at the end of the day, it might in the moment feel like the end, but clearly it's just the beginning. Like it's gonna be this next decade is Yihang's decade to lose. And I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, Worlds 2025. I'm not sure. Like I don't think it's. I'm not convinced it won't be a clean sweep for the Chinese keepers.
Yeah, who knows?
And kudos to them, right? Like if we were talking about like how do keepers get faster at this point, a big one was implementing full ZPLL. And
maybe
I guess they
a
do.
necessity now.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like the first person I heard who did full ZB was Anthony Brooks, and this must have been like 2015 or 2016, something like that.
I think the first person I heard of was Jabari Narudin.
Oh
I don't
yes,
know.
that's true. Yeah,
I don't know who was
right,
first.
yeah.
Probably both of them around the same time.
Yes, so that I remember, and everyone back then was like, "This is absurd." Like it's awesome that like you memorized this massive stuff, but this is never really practical. No one is ever going to do this. Well, fast forward 6 years, and like we already need there are already keepers out there who are doing full ZBs.
What's incredible is the recognition speed. That's the incredible part.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, you learned all these out. Sure, that's fine. The recognition is almost if you're good at it, is just like Olo Pilo. And granted, people like Timon, they've gotten to that level, but these kids are like kids.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. By the way, also shout out to Timon. Timon also had a chance to win. He had a chance to win Worlds.
Timon.
On the last solve, I think he needed like a 610 or something. And just yeah, crazy. Just like it just didn't come together for him. But Timon had a very very good shot to actually win Worlds. But not to say
I think Reihong too.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
Reihong, I feel like he had it like every single one of his solves were good, but none of them were exceptional. I think he just needed the one exceptional solve in order to kind of like just break through. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of tragic because did he end up getting 4th?
I think.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timon was 3rd. Timon was 3rd, right?
Timon got 3rd. Yeah.
I mean, look at the end, Timon, Maddie, and Yihang, those were like everyone's podiums for the most part, except for mine, because clearly, I left one out to add in Maddie, right? But for the most part, that was the podium, and they all got on there, right? And it was spectacular, and it was by far, it was definitely not like the result struggle of 2019. 2023.
Yes, I was gonna say, yeah.
531. I thought it would be a high 5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
531 to win.
Yeah, which is absolutely absurd. I mean,
Well, it was like a full second faster than what 2019's winning average was, I think.
I think that's
because
correct.
2019 everyone got 6.7, 6.8, and then plus. And like
we were still in the solid 6 range.
And at the time, it wasn't like great averages for anyone. 5.31 is still a great average in any scenario.
Yeah, in any scenario. Like it's absolutely insane. I didn't think that we were gonna get that level so quickly. I also thought that the pressure's on in the final scenario, but it showed, right? But I didn't think that I don't know, just Max being able to do that in that with the entire world watching in the largest competition ever, by the way. It's just absolute masterclass. There's nothing else I can say about it.
There's so many subplots. You know what I remember is when we did our first Speedcubing top 10 for Western Championships, we were just talking about Max Park's ZB recognition.
Oh, that's true.
In the voiceover, you're talking about, comment down below if you think Max will have full ZB, preparation for World Champ. Obviously, he's not going to do full ZB, but fully prepared for ZB and World Championships. And his fastest solve 4, or second fastest solve, he had an L or LZB. So basically,
it's
like the I forgot what that
diagonal.
shape. Yeah.
Bow tie.
This one.
The opposite of bow tie. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. He had the LZB, which is pretty easy to recognize, but also if you ask people, those are not the first 3 sets that you even learn. Like you do T, U, and
H.
H is a little. You could do H, but yeah, definitely TU. You can do some L. I mean, some of the L ones are not bad. Yeah, some of the L ones are not too bad. They're like 8 movers.
Because he was fumbling ZB in Western Champs, but that clutch ZB on that case was insane. To me, when I saw that happen live, I was like, "Holy heck, it's all coming together."
Yeah,
this is like as close as it comes as like Max capitalizing on an opportunity. I'm sure he had been working on ZB for well over a year. For this specific scenario.
Yeah, and it shows,
for
right?
him
because
to win by 0.01.
0.01, that's what I was going to say. 0.01 is absurd.
He basically, to do Z, because he never did, no one would ever think he would do ZB, to be honest. I don't think he's that type of, like, I don't think people thought he'd be that type of cuber. He'd definitely been working on that for well over a year. And he needed every second shave from that ZB.
Every single one.
Yeah.
To win.
Yeah, like
to win.
A single extra turn would have made him like 0.05 slower, and then he wouldn't have clutched the victory.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that and we're just talking 3x3 finals. There's so much that happened in like the rest of the worlds. Loads of crazy results. Like 4x4, 6x6, 5x5 was really exciting to watch. Also, Max had a really clutch win there. But we talk about all this stuff in that Speed Cubing Top 10 episode, and we don't have time to like recap all of it and be hyped about all of it. So just go watch that one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow, a lot has happened, guys, huh?
A lot has happened, but you know what? There's a lot more left to come. So I'm looking forward to season 3. This has been a nice little season 3 kickoff for us. And yeah, hopefully you all have enjoyed Overinspected so far. And if you're a new listener, you're just popping in. Hello, welcome. We hope you'll stick around for the remainder of season 3. Probably will be like 20 episodes. I guess we should have decided that at some point. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be. We'll make it 20
Well,
episodes.
We'll make it 20.
Yeah, I feel like
I like it.
We'll make it consistent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, now that we've like done 20 episode seasons, that's precedent, and like people care about precedent. So
yeah, that's true. If we don't do
gotta
it,
stick with it.
Yeah, exactly. If we don't do it, it'll
They
be
like
weird.
structure. Yeah, they like structure.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So does it mean we're locked until episode 60?
Yeah, the contracts are signed. Like I said, Netflix has us on for season 3. They're discussing season 4. It's kind of like it's a performance based thing. If the ratings and whatnot.
The ratings stay high enough. Yeah, Netflix is watching those view counts, so be sure to spread it to your friends, or else Netflix axes us.
Yeah, otherwise it's over. I don't have a job anymore. So
we should cut this part out, but we definitely. On the side, I'm talking to Spotify.
Oh really?
Oh, that's a big.
That's pretty cool.
Don't put this part in the podcast.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, this has been the season 3 introduction, episode 41. We hope you all enjoyed, and hey, if you like the podcast, well, A, you should subscribe, and B, tune in next week when the 3 goons are gonna be back at it again with another cool cubing topic. So
potentially in a hotel.
Potentially, you never know. It could be anywhere.
In a basement.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
In a basement.
A basement.
We've done both of those actually, by the way. Anyway.
Were we in a basement?
Yeah, actually, right.
When were we in a basement?
Chai's house.
My house is a basement.
Okay. That kind of is a basement.
But in any case, and I forgot to mention. Well, I'll mention it as a sign off. Anyway, thanks everyone. We're gonna sign off now. But this has been Overinspected, the greatest speed cubing podcast in the world.
Oh, did we not say
We
that?
didn't mention it.
No, I think you might have said at the beginning, you said we were the greatest hosts in the world.
I said that we were the greatest host, but this has been the greatest podcast in the world as well. So.
Well, at least we said it.
You mentioned it at the end.
We said it.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the do as the end, but I'm realizing I may pick a different background music. So you don't know. That might be a little exciting.
We'll see.
I guess the viewers already.
Yeah.
Know, but in any case.
Wait. Okay.
All right.
Are we officially off the air, or
we're off the air starting now? Bye bye everyone.
goodbye? Oh. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.